Welcome to this video on natural language processing, or NLP. Have you ever used Google Translate or talked to a voice assistant like Siri? Well, all of these things rely on a technology called NLP. But what is it really? Let's break it down. Imagine trying to explain something to a friend in a language they don't speak. You might use gestures, simplify your words, or translate what you're saying. Well, natural language processing, or NLP, is kind of like that, but for machines. It's the process that allows computers to understand, interpret, and respond to human language. Just like when we try to understand another language, NLP helps computers process our words, whether written or spoken, in a way that makes sense to them. So, why do we need NLP in the first place? Well, imagine how difficult it would be to use a computer if it only understood programming languages like zeros and ones or strict commands. NLP bridges the gap, allowing us to communicate with computers just like we communicate with each other. It's also incredibly useful for automation. Think of all the customer service chatbots, automated replies, or even smart assistants like Siri and Alexa. They all use NLP to process your requests and give you an answer that makes sense. Let's take a look at how NLP actually works step by step. First, we start by collecting data. It could be a question you ask on your phone or even a paragraph in a blog. The computer needs to understand it, so it breaks it down into smaller parts. Just like how we break down a sentence into words, the computer tokenizes the text. Next, it gets rid of any unnecessary words like the or are, which don't really add meaning. Now we want to understand what the words really mean. To do that, the machine looks at the context of each word. For example, apple could refer to the fruit or the tech company. The context helps the machine figure out the right interpretation. There are a few key components in NLP that help make it work smoothly. First, we have tokenization, where the computer breaks text into smaller pieces like words or sentences. Then there's part of speech tagging. This is like when we identify nouns, verbs, and adjectives in a sentence. Also, named entity recognition, NER, helps the computer recognize names, dates, places, and organizations. For instance, in the sentence, Steve Jobs founded Apple in 1976, NER identifies Steve Jobs as a person, Apple as a company, and 1976 as a year. Now, when we talk about deep learning, imagine teaching a child to recognize objects like a dog or a car by showing them hundreds of pictures. Over time, they learn to identify those objects on their own. In NLP, machines learn to understand language by processing huge amounts of text. Deep learning models like neural networks help the machine learn patterns in words and phrases so it can understand how words relate to each other. Let's now take a look at some core NLP tasks. Think of these as specific jobs that NLP can help machines perform. First, there's text classification. Just like when we organize our emails into folders, the machine can categorize a text based on its content, like identifying whether an email is spam or not. Then we have named entity recognition, NER, where the computer picks out people, places, or dates, like identifying Paris as a city and Albert Einstein as a person. And machine translation is one of the most useful tools. Imagine you're traveling in a foreign country and need to communicate with someone in a different language. NLP tools like Google Translate help translate those sentences instantly. As technology advances, so do the techniques that make NLP even more powerful. One of the most exciting developments is the transformer architecture, which allows machines to read and understand words in context, both the words before and after. This allows models to learn nuances, like how the meaning of banks changes depending on whether we're talking about money or a river. Despite all its power, NLP still faces a few challenges. First, there's ambiguity. Take the word bark. It could mean the sound a dog makes, or it could be the outer covering of a tree. Context is key, but computers sometimes struggle with these subtleties. Then there's sarcasm. How do you know when someone is joking or being sarcastic in a text? Well, NLP systems aren't great at picking up on sarcasm yet. And finally, bias. Just like how people may have unconscious biases, machines can also learn from biased data, leading to unfair outcomes. So where do we see NLP in action today? NLP powers virtual assistants, helping you set reminders, send texts, or get directions all through voice commands. It also helps with translation services, turning foreign text into something you can understand instantly, whether it's for travel or business, and chatbots in customer service use NLP to answer questions and solve problems, all without needing a human representative. Looking ahead, NLP is evolving fast, and we're seeing some exciting trends. One trend is multimodal NLP, which combines text, images, and even sound to solve complex tasks. For example, visual question answering, VQA, allows you to ask questions about images and the system answers based on what it sees. We're also seeing advances in few-shot and zero-shot learning, where models can tackle new tasks without needing tons of data. It's like teaching someone to play a new game by just showing them the rules once. And finally, there's a growing focus on the ethics of NLP, making sure models don't reinforce bias or harm society. So, as you can see, NLP is shaping the way we interact with technology. It's behind many of the tools we use every day, and it's only going to get more powerful. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you next time.